In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the push-up properly, step by step, once and for all, because 9 out of 10 people still don't know how to do this exercise and so don't get the results that they deserve. Hey everybody, how you doing? Peter Carvel here from sixpackfactory.com, and in this video I'm not going to talk about why the push-up is such a great exercise, but know that this is one of the best exercises you can do. And this is not an isolated chest exercise like so many people, mostly the people who actually train at gym, but then all of a sudden have home workout DVDs and home YouTube channels teaching you about home fitness and body weight when they actually have no idea, and they compare things like the bench press with a push-up. Know that the push-up, or any variation if the push-up has become too easy for you, is one of the best full body exercises that you can do and you should do every single week. And once you know how to do a proper push-up and you want to see how you stack up against the rest of the world and what your fitness level is, I've made available free of charge one of the fitness tests that my guys do at the 6-week six-pack challenge, and you can go and get that at 6weeksixpack.com/push-up test, and there's a table and you can see, depending on how many push-ups you can do in 1 minute, how you stack up against the rest of the world. And once you've watched this video and you've done that test, come and post your results below this video so that we can see how our fans stack up against the rest of the world. But now let's get going, let's get serious, and let's see how to do a push-up properly once and for all. Okay, so I'm going to take you through it top to bottom. We're going to start with the hands, the arms, see where your body needs to be, your head, your feet, everything that you need to know to do a push-up properly. It's going to get a bit technical, but I want to make sure that this time round you actually know what to do. I don't just want to tell you keep your back straight. I'm going to teach you the techniques and which muscles you need to contract to actually keep your back and your body straight. I really want to make sure that this is the last video on how to do a push-up properly you ever have to watch. So let's get going by looking at your hand position. Now, first of all, I don't have all my cameras here yet, so I can't give you all the different angles, but I'll move this one around and I'm going to explain this to you in detail so you know exactly what to do. So the first thing is, as far as the book, where your hands want to be is just wider than shoulder width and below the shoulder. But what does that actually mean? Well, if you get yourself in a push-up position, here's your shoulder, that is behind your shoulder, okay? So you do not want to be doing this unless you're doing something like a tiger push-up. Your hands want to be behind the line of your shoulder. So we're looking about here. And then if we look straight on, just wider than shoulder width, okay? Sure, you get exercises like the wide grip push-up and the close grip push-up, but for the normal push-up, you just want to make it wider than shoulder width. So how do you actually determine this? Well, I found if you do this with your hands, okay, and you then bring your hands in and the inside of your thumb just touch the outside of your chest or your nipple, okay? So you do that and then you move it just wider than shoulder width, so about 2-3 inches. That gives you the perfect place for your hand positioning, and that's step number 1. The next thing is your arm positioning, your shoulder and your elbow. And focus on the techniques I'm going to teach you here, because this is going to make sure that your arms is in the right position. Now the first thing you want to do is your elbows should be at about 45-degree angle. So not like this, it's going to be around there, okay? Now the way you actually do this is you get into your position, okay, that we've just mentioned, then get your hands nice and wide. I like to do this with my hands rather than doing this with a push-up. And then what you do is, as you put your hands down, you pretend you want to screw it around like that, okay? Turn it to the outside. That is going to bring your elbows into your body automatically. If that doesn't work enough, you can also pretend you're squeezing something between your armpits, okay? So turn your hands out and then between your armpits. The second thing you do is you squeeze your shoulder blades together, just slightly, not over exaggerating it. So just a slight shoulder blades, and then you also push your shoulders down towards your feet, okay? Because a lot of people actually do this when they do push-ups. They bring their shoulders up, okay? So once you get yourself in a position where you need to be, okay, turn your hands out. You can see how my elbows is coming in. Squeeze a piece of paper between my armpits, okay? Squeeze my shoulder blades together, and then you also push your shoulders back down. See how it all makes my elbows come in a little bit closer to my body, but not yet where it becomes a close grip push-up, okay? So you're here, turn your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blade, squeeze your armpits, and then push your shoulders down. There you are in the right position to get going. Okay, that is step number 2. Next, we're going to look at your body. From your heel all the way to the top of your head, it must be one straight line. But how do you actually achieve that? What muscles do you have to contract to actually get your body straight? And this works the same whether you want to do a handstand or a push-up, okay? So basically what you do is pretty straightforward. First and foremost, you contract your quads, okay? If you contract your quads, you can see your legs will go straight. Second of all, you actually squeeze your butt, okay? So contract your quads, squeeze your butt, and then you actually work your core, okay? So you contract your core. Let me get myself in position so you can actually see how my body will lift if I contract all those muscles properly, okay? So you get in position, and then you go contract your quads, squeeze your butt, contract your core. See how I already lift off from the floor if my hands are in the right position before I've even done a push-up, okay? So contract your quads, squeeze your butt, contract your core, okay? And that will put you in a straight line, whether you want to be in a straight line or not. That will get you in that natural curve, top to bottom that you want to do. And then you just want to make sure your head, okay, isn't, a lot of people do this. Okay, the head is down there, okay? Your head is nice and straight with the rest of your body. And you can almost look up if you want to, but just keep it nice and straight. There you go, okay? Then one last final trick that I really enjoyed, I really like, is to actually squeeze your feet together. Obviously, there's different variations of push-ups, but basically all you do is you push your feet into each other, okay? That just helps to also work the inside of your legs and also focuses your whole body to continue to be straight. So you basically just push this into each other before you even lift up, okay? There you go. That, guys, is all the different techniques that you can bring into play. And as you can see, you can do all of this before you even lift up for your first push-up. The final thing you then need to talk about is range of movement, okay? And people get obsessed here with locking my elbows or not locking your elbows. That doesn't actually matter as long as you have a full range of movement. So let's quickly look at that, okay? So you get yourself in position, contract everything that you need to contract, then you're here. Okay, so some people go, lock your elbows out. That's cool. You're not just gonna stand here, okay? So as long as you continue moving, everything is fine. So if you wanna go all the way top, lock it out, bring it back down, lock it out, bring it back down. That's fine as well. Don't worry about it. The main thing is, this is not a push-up, okay? And this is not a push-up, okay? So full range of movement is what we're looking for. So top to bottom, okay? You can touch your chest to the floor if you want. Some people say don't go that far down. It's not that much of a problem. As long as your hand position is in the right place, your body's in the right alignment, you'll be fine. When you start going wider with your arms, it puts a lot of strain on your shoulder joint, and you then want to be careful with that kind of movement. So let's quickly top to bottom go through it all again. I know there's a lot to focus on. The main things I will focus on is your hand positioning, your arm positioning, and keeping your body nice and straight by contracting your quads, your butt, and your core. But let's start at the bottom, work you all the way through up, do a few push-ups so you see exactly how it needs to look and how it works. So we're going to start with that, finding your hand position. Okay, put those like that and just try and find the outside, your nipple or your chest, and then just move it further outside. Remember, it's not in front, it's below, behind your shoulder, okay? So we do that, there we go, just wider than shoulder width. Then we spread those fingers, then we turn those hands out, bring those elbows or arms closer to the body, squeeze the armpits, okay? Squeeze your shoulder blades together and push your shoulders down, okay? Then put these legs against each other and squeeze them into each other. Then contract your quads, contract your butt, and contract your core. And then from here, nice full range of movement. And your head, nice and up. Okay? There you go. That's a push-up. Okay? One final thing, guys. If you're doing a push-up and that becomes too hard for you, you can't keep your body straight anymore, and you move to push-ups on your knees, your body continues to be straight. Let me explain to you, okay? So let's say you're going onto your knees now because it's just getting too hard, okay? You don't do this kind of thing, okay? That isn't a push-up, okay? That is like a bird dog in yoga or something like that, okay? Cool exercise, but that's what we're doing right now. So from your knees, you still contract your butt, You keep your core straight, and that whole movement stays the same, okay? There you go. Still a straight body from your knees to your top, okay? So whichever one you do, those are the techniques on how to do it, and that's how you do a push-up properly. So there you go, guys. Now you know how to do a push-up properly once and for all. So now you can just focus on enjoying this exercise or any other variation, whether you're doing a Spider-Man push-up, a decline push-up, a band push-up, whichever one you're doing, you can now focus on getting that technique right and getting the benefits that you deserve from one of the best exercises out there today. Until next time, as always, if you have a comment or you have a question, post it below. If you like this video, like it, and please make sure you subscribe to the channel for continuous videos like this on a weekly basis. Until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.